Hello and welcome to episode 27 of the Donut Shop podcast. My name is Jorge, and today we have Mr. N
Hello.
and pending Dr. Al.
How's it going, everyone?
Um, what's up, guys?
It's not much. So unfortunately we did have to skip last week due to unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah, mainly. I don't know if I should say it out there, but
It's your business.
yeah, mainly I knocked the fuck out and right before the podcast.
What did we say yesterday about the F bombs?
Oh yes, damn that's right. Oops.
We are starting off strong this afternoon.
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday. When we met up together about toning down the F bombs, and here I am just dropping one.
Not even a minute in.
Not even
Not
a minute
even
in.
a minute in.
You know what? That is the beauty of our show. We say one thing, yeah, it goes right out the window.
Stop. But anyways, today we're I'm gonna try to do a better job of keeping them down. Like
It's mainly Al and myself, for being honest.
Yeah, I'm very much used to being a teacher and all. I can't really drop F-bombs in a classroom, so
I don't know how you've allowed yourself to be able to stop doing that, man.
It's mainly kind of a willpower thing. Like if I say it, I'll probably get written up or get fired. So.
Are you just like always like mindful of like not wanting to say that all the time? Because I don't know.
It's kind of like a persona. Teaching. So I kind of. It's very similar to D&D. I play a character. So I play a teacher character. So in my head, I just cursing just out the window. It's just gone.
So for whatever students find this podcast in the future, yeah, he was faking it the whole time.
We're all faking it, y'all. Let's be honest. All teachers are faking it.
Seriously, because I'm like, I try, but sometimes those things just like sneak out there, and I don't know if I could be mindful of it. 8 hours a day, 8 hours a day. For 5 days a week, almost.
It's I make slips. I said pissed one time in class, and my kids just looked at me like, "Ooh, Mr. N said a bad word." I'm like it has not a bad word.
This is not a bad word, man. Everybody takes a
Look,
piss.
if they go home and say that, you're gonna be like, "Oh, Mr. N said it's okay to say."
Oh no, I mean, like I've heard worse in their homes. That's the thing about virtual classrooms. I hear so much crap coming out of from their background. Like I had a kid who I don't know, Zoom had his he was like in the waiting room and I tried to let him in, but Zoom has a weird glitch where when I try to let them in, their microphone stays unmuted.
Yes, I do have that problem with some classes. You actually have to they have to fix that on the end. It's not really a glitch on it's not really a glitch on, what do you call it?
Zoom's the program. Yeah, just the program.
No. It's not the program. So when you on the settings, you got to tell their parents that on the settings when you log in Zoom, because like I have that problem, and a couple classmates of mine, they've actually gotten in trouble because they've been on the phone as they log in, and like they're talking to a friend of them, not realizing that their mic is on, and they're like dropping F-bombs left and right.
Yeah.
And so if you go to like the settings of Zoom. There's a location there that says like when you start Zoom, start with everything muted, like the video and so you got to tell your kids how to do that. Like look it up, and then don't blame the kids. Oh, don't blame Zoom on that.
Blame the kids. Blame the user error. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, I did not know that. All right, I'll probably have to do a whole lesson on that now. But basically, as I'm letting them in, I hear like uncle or dad in the background, and they're dropping. They're just dropping words. I'm like, and it won't let me mute them because they're not officially in the room yet. So I'm just like panicking. I'm like, oh God, why?
Yeah, so definitely tell them to stop doing that, like, in the future, especially since we have like another potentially 4 more months of this, So
I definitely have 4 more months of this. I'm not going back to the classroom, at least not this year anyway.
Exactly. So definitely teach them. You have to first do it yourself, how to learn it, but the option is there for them.
Okay, yeah, I'll play around with it. Thank you. That was very insightful.
I'm glad I could help.
Learn something new.
Anyway. You got an icebreaker for us, Jorge?
Yeah, I do. So I was playing an older game a bit ago. I was playing Final Fantasy 9. I don't know if I told you guys.
You're not actually. I didn't know you were replaying it.
Yeah, I played it and I beat it. They had it on the Switch, so I picked it up.
Nice.
So they brought about the question: are there any like childhood games you guys want to see remastered or a sequel to?
Oh, I didn't want for Al and I. Legend Dragoon.
Yes,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Remake, sequel. I don't care. I want a remake because I actually enjoyed the story.
Yeah, I love that game, and I downloaded like like how they run virtual PlayStations.
Yeah, emulator. Yeah,
it's just not like it's not the same, man.
I mean, I have the game. If you have a working backwards compatible like PS3, like you just pop it in.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to borrow that. But yeah,
are the PS5, PS1 compatible?
I don't think so.
No, but I do have my PlayStation 3 somewhere. Maybe it probably still works.
Yeah. They have a digital version only on the PS3 store.
Yeah.
You're right. That's true. You could do it.
But yeah, that game's pure magic, man. I
love the combat system. It was a very intuitive turn-based combat system. Like it was kind of like a weird rhythm game, kind of. Like you had to so to do your combos, you had to. It was like a square, like slowly spinning into a smaller square. So once they matched up, you had to press the attack button to do max damage.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Certain attacks had like 5 layers or 7 layers of these things. So you want max damage, you're like tap 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 tap.
That's pretty cool. I played Legend of the Dragoon, but I never got past. And this is how you know I never got past it. It's just the very early on when you have to break into, I guess, like this prison on a cliff somewhere. You're the very, very beginning of the game.
Yeah, I think you have to go save.
Oh yeah, I know. You have to save Larvitz.
I think so. The girl that they
the girl, Shuna and Larva. Yeah, so, yeah, I know. Oh man, that's like the first dungeon.
That's as far as I ever got in the game. Big Nose is a fan of the game.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Big Nose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, love that game. So I love a remake. I would like a spiritual successor to Battle Network or Mega Man Star Force, whichever one.
Yes,
I miss that game so much.
More of those Battle Network games.
Yes,
the Mega Man games. Those are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind like having those come back. Those are fucking awesome. Actually, damn it, my second F bomb. God damn it. Shit. I need a beep here, man. A beeper, just like beep.
I'm just gonna help, man.
But yeah, those games were awesome.
Oh my God.
They were on the Game Boy though.
Yeah, Game Boy Advance. And
DS, right?
Star Force was on the DS.
Yeah.
I would love for another because they're set in the same timeline, Battle Network, and then like X amount of years later, Star Force. I would again like continue on with Star Force or make another time skip, time jump, whatever. I really like that style of I don't know of gameplay. I don't know what type of gameplay you call it though. Not turn based. What kind of is turn based?
Is it really turn based?
Okay, on the start of your turn, you pick either your chips or your cards you want to use, and then you have like a minute to use whatever, and then time's up. You go pick up new cards, new chips. I don't know what the term would be.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very unique. I really enjoy it.
Yeah,
I put a lot of endless nights into that game.
I own every single I've owned every single version.
Let you bring that up. Let me see if they've never remastered all the other Mega Man games, the ones that I personally don't care for. I know a lot of people are very nostalgic about those side scroller games, but like
I don't think they remastered Battle Network. Yeah. I don't think it got a. I think it was more of like a side, like more of a niche fan base versus the mainstay, Mega Man X, Mega Man X4, X5, whatever, so on and so forth.
Probably, but for what it's worth, and every time they announce a new like a new Mega Man, what do you call it, like a pack where there's like X amount of Mega Man games, I always check to see if they maybe put it in there just as a fuck you or whatever, and they never do, man.
And Jorge's first F-bomb.
At this point, you could freely drop them. Next time we'll do it.
No, you guys gotta commit.
We'll commit.
You guys gotta commit.
You know what's another cool game that I would like to come back or I don't know if they've ever made. I haven't really kept up, but the Xeno sagas. Like it was a game like kind of
Xenoblade?
Yeah, it was like a Xenoblade or Xenosaga, I think.
Yeah.
Those are two different games. There is Xenoblade and there is Xenosaga.
Is there? I never actually played Xenosaga. Let's see.
But that was pretty cool. It was like an alternative to Final Fantasy. I actually enjoyed.
Xenosaga. Oh, this is PS2. Ooh.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed myself playing that game.
Yeah.
Would bring back some cool memories.
Yeah, 3 episodes. Last episode was 2006. I never actually played this.
Me neither. I've heard of the name. I heard of the game, but I never played it.
Interesting.
For me, another game that I would like to see is Chrono Cross, either remastered or yeah. It was the
I mean, it's a pretty popular. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty popular if I recall.
It wasn't as loved as Chrono Trigger, but I love Chrono Cross.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I'm still waiting for part 2 of the Final Fantasy VII remake. Square. I mean, apparently it's in development. Like, I think the mocap actress for Aerith like said she did like a whole like 4-hour session with the mocap actor of Sephiroth.
I'm curious why they just didn't postpone that until they had. Like,
I'm pretty sure I know what scene they were doing, but so it's definitely in development. I'm sorry.
Why didn't they just like wait for it to drop both, or like I don't know.
Money. Yeah, money. Yeah. I mean, I don't. Again, as someone who didn't play the original Final Fantasy VII, I didn't feel that that emptiness of we only ended it here. Like for me, it's all brand new to me, so it's just like this is cool. I don't know, like I can't wait to see where this goes. Versus people who played it and they're all like, this only covers the first 10% of the game.
Yeah, but it's still like 40 or 50 hours of content, depending on how you play it. I think I ended up doing something.
I had about I was like around 40 hours, and I missed like one secret boss and getting all like the materia leveled up.
Oh wow, all that in that one little.
Yeah. And all those it is stretched a bit. From what I hear, there's a bit of padding.
Yeah,
but I think it was good character development padding. But like one of my favorite game storytelling techniques in video games lately has been just banter between characters as you're just walking around. I think the first game I noticed that predominantly was Final Fantasy 15.
15, yeah.
Just playing 15 and like just having because if you ever play like the old school stuff, you're just walking around with your party, but they're never talking to each other. They're just bodies following you. Kingdom Hearts is notorious for this as well.
Funny you say that because in regards to the padding, because I feel like maybe not padding wise, but like pacing wise, Final Fantasy 15 was so weird.
It was weird. Like it was just like here's an open world, and then here's all the story.
Yeah,
Did you ever play that game, Mal?
I did play it a little bit in the beginning. I didn't really finish it all. I do have it. I don't know why I never got into it.
I remember when I saw the trailer for Versus 13, which is what it was called. It was beforehand.
Yeah,
if you could say it was before it became 15, and like the combat system got to me. That's what intrigued me first and foremost, and then the way the city was. Yeah. And then when you come to the game, it's not like I thought it would be more like very much in a very gritty city style.
You're in the desert.
Yeah, you're in the freaking desert the whole time.
Yeah, like I don't know. Maybe it was just the way. Maybe the fact that they didn't have any female characters. It was just a band of 4 guys just tagging along together, and we had a cook, and you had a.
I think the DLCs they added, yeah. The cook always finds new recipes.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know.
And then to translate that to Kingdom Hearts 3, I think I found some ingredients. Like, oh no.
Or the freaking the Mickey marks, the
hidden Mickeys. Yeah,
Mickeys, yeah.
So that for that game purposely, I'll probably give it another go. I think I still have it. I'll probably finish it.
See, the biggest weakness that game has for me is the storytelling. You kind of have to watch a movie to understand the story.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so I had the deluxe edition, so the movie came with it. So I watched the movie beforehand, then I played the game. I was like, oh, okay, this makes some sense. But if I didn't have that movie at all, I'm like, what?
Maybe that's why I couldn't get into it, the storyline. I can't recall why. I do recall like I gave it a go, and something about it just I don't know, maybe just didn't
It's
track
not a
me.
very traditional Final Fantasy game either. It's very divergent from the norm.
That could have been a reason why, because I'd anticipate like I probably in my head I was anticipating a turn base or something similar.
Nothing.
And then this one is just like, you just have one character and the other guys in the background do their own things, kind of.
Yeah, play the 7 remake. So the 7 remake is a good combination of like real time hack and slash and turn based.
Turn based, yeah. It's
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah, give it I definitely recommend. It's really good.
I mean, a little Kingdom Hearts esque.
What's the name of it?
Final Fantasy 7 remake.
Final Fantasy 7. Okay.
Yeah, just a remake. Yeah, again, really good. It's on PS4. Really enjoyed that game. All right. Anyway, going on to a different topic. There you go. It's Super Bowl day. I'm normally not one to bring up football news, but I figured it might as well be worth a mention. Us being American and all.
Yeah. For those who don't know, it's the Chiefs versus the Bucks. And it's like Tom Brady's 11th million Super Bowl appearance.
So the intriguing thing about this, man, is that if Tom Brady wins a Super Bowl, he will officially have more Super Bowl wins than the Patriots. So he could actually brag and be like, I am the best of the best of the best. So I actually don't want that. And I want the Chiefs to win. So Patrick Mahomes.
Did Tom Brady get traded this year?
His contract was up, so he signed.
And they didn't renew him?
It's up to him to sign.
Oh wait, really? Okay, I was on. So okay. So again, as someone who's not familiar with how the inner workings of sports work, I assume they go wherever the heck they're told to go, because that's typically
when you get traded. You get traded, if you're not a superstar, then yes. If your contract's expired and you are in Tom Brady's level or have won that type of, you get to go wherever the hell you want.
Ah, interesting.
You earn the right to pick and choose, but the way the contracts work, if you're really good, they lock you up for a long time. He was there for 15 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually don't care who wins. I have zero investment in it. It'd be cool to see Patrick Mahomes continue his legacy. But there's also something funny about Brady giving FUs to all the Patriots.
But how did the Patriots do this time around?
They didn't even make the playoffs.
Was there minus losing Brady, was there any other significant shakeups?
No, that was the big one. That was the big one.
So I'm curious. Is the owner not kicking himself in the butt? No, it's
you have to move on. He's old.
I mean, he's old, but guess who's in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, but I was talking last week, their team was pretty stacked, so he doesn't have to do as much. It's a lot of nuances in that sense.
Okay,
fair he's got a lot of top players, man.
Got you. But he is a common denominator here.
Yeah.
So, it's definitely interesting.
Yeah, his team is stacked. The division, you can't say it's a weak division because they do have a fairly pretty decent division.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but congratulations to Tom Brady, but I still want you to lose. If you win, you win, but whatever.
So what are your predictions? Since the game is 2 hours away from now.
Mahomes 38-35.
38-35. You think
Chiefs
field goal?
Chiefs versus Bucks. No, I think they're up a touchdown and a little over. They're up 10 points. Bucks score a touchdown and don't get the ball back.
Okay.
That's what happens.
Okay, gotcha.
So
I say Chiefs winning it 30-20.
You think it's gonna be a blowout?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I think so. The Chiefs defense is not too. I mean, yeah, but we'll see what happens.
Well, fortunately, there's no Super Bowl party this year, so
and with zero care in the world.
Zero care in the world.
Less than zero.
Less than zero. I mean, well, I take it back. There's the only care in the world I have is the party because free food. Unfortunately, there's no party, so my care is definitely just in an egg.
Yeah, this is the first time we're not going to do it. I think...
first time in what? How many years we haven't had a Super Bowl party?
A decade, man.
Yeah, so a little disappointed. I was all ready to stuff myself and just rock my sports shirt.
Yeah, between the pandemic and then the fact that there is a little blizzard today.
Yeah,
just one of those things. There is a puppy bowl today, though.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah,
puppy bowl. Yeah, they do that. Yeah, they do that all the time. Yeah, I forget they do that.
It's on right now.
Okay, very
cute. There's also the wing bowl. I don't think there'll be a wing bowl this year. Probably for same reasons.
Yeah, I don't know. They used when I used to work at the lot attendant as a lot attendant. Wing bowl used to be a big event at my job. They used to afterwards they would all come to the strip club, and I don't know why, but they would all come to the strip club afterwards, and I don't know if they ate, dance, watched women strip or something. I don't know.
That's an odd tradition. Hey, the wing bowl's on. Let's go to the strip club.
Yeah, and the wing ball would be at 5 a.m, and at 7 o'clock in the morning they'd go to the strip club afterwards.
Oh, I mean, what? Are you guys even open?
Yeah, we opened specifically because of that. And people
were there girls?
Yeah, they had girls.
Girls coming in crack of dawn. Wow.
Yes, they would be. They would be there.
I don't know what else to tell you.
They would be there at like 5, 6, preparing or whatever they need to do, and then like they had to wait for the wing ball to end. And as soon as the wing ball to end, everybody from there, it was like a thing. You go to the strip club. So Delilah's, that's near here in Philly, and at the time the Penthouse. I don't know if that's existing anymore, but they would open up bright and early, and wait for these people to come after the games.
Huh.
Yeah,
that's such an odd. What? This blows my mind. I'm sorry. I was like, hey, let's watch people eat a bunch of chicken wings. Let's go to the strip club afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Every year, like clockwork. What?
Yes, every year was like this. Yeah,
that's so weird.
Traditions.
That's such an odd tradition.
I never bothered to ask someone that was. Like,
I would have asked immediately. Like, why do you guys go?
Yeah, they did this a while because like it was a moneymaker for me. I was a lot attendant, so I'd be parking their cars and stuff. But I was like, yo, listen, I wanted to ask someone there, and one time, and the best story I ever had from that event is I actually have a video of it on like the one video I have on my YouTube channel. Is
a plug?
Huh? No, it's not a plug. No, not really a plug. But if you want an accurate or to visually see it instead of me like I'm about to tell it, because I might not do a good job as a video. That video I can do. So anyway, so this guy, he must have been like on drugs or something or whatever the case was. So he would stand, but he would stand lopsided, kind of like this. So like on the side and like tilted, so like his body looked like it was about to fall. So this guy leaves the place one day, but he leaves the strip club that day, and he was gonna go home. So he starts running, but because he was leaning to the right, as he was running rightward, like kind of like I don't know how to explain it.
Was he running
no, not in his circles, but because
he was drifting. He was like drifting.
Yeah, he was drifting right. But if he would have made it, he probably would have gone around in a circle. You're actually right, because he was standing. So he runs into the bushes.
What the heck? Holy crap!
Oh my god!
I'll probably get that link and pin it to the comment section of this video. So you guys
do it. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
I was dying that day, man. I was dying. Like literally, this guy would stand. He was smoking his cigarette, and he was I don't know what he was on, but he could not stay straight. The whole time he was like just standing sideways. And I thought that was like some kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like deformity, or I don't know what you would call it, but I guess,
yeah.
But no, I asked his buddy, I'm like, yo, is this how you normally? He's like, no, I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know why he's staying crooked like that. It was just funny, man.
That is all sorts of insane.
That is That is, yeah, that is.
That was one of my funny moments there, man. Like, I got so many stories working at that place. It's awesome.
New segment, story time with Al.
I mean, shoot. Go.
Man.
Oh, man. All right.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I could probably have stories for like 2 years if we were to do that segment.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
A whole spin-off podcast on its own, man.
Oh my god, yeah. You could definitely try something like that out one day, maybe. All right. Anyway, let's take a move on. So a few random news articles. So Google Stadia, shut down their internal studios. So basically, Google Stadia, if people don't know, it's their game streaming service. Basically, as long as you're a subscription, no matter where you're at, as long as you have a decent enough internet connection, you can play PC games. So they had it's been out for what, a year, 2 years now, something like that. Yeah, about 2 years.
A year, man.
I think it's 2. No, it's definitely been 2 years. So it's been out for about 2 years. They had an internal studio that was going to make exclusive Google Stadia games, and they haven't even published a single game. And Google decided to shut down the studios.
They said, "Listen, you guys had 2 years to come up with a game. Where the hell is the game? Nope, no game. Cut."
Basically, oh my! So Google has a stigma, a reputation, I should say, of killing products.
Dude,
a year and a half.
Not even a year and a half.
Not even a year and a half. Like, what was Google expecting? Like, do they think like games are that easy to push out?
I mean,
or on the flip side, maybe they're selling the meat and potatoes of their system to somebody to repurpose it. So basically using their stuff and just somebody else putting out the software.
Maybe, yeah. I think the official statement was they're going to focus on just getting third-party content to customers. This is, I honestly, I'm pretty sure Stadia is probably gonna be dead very soon.
I didn't even know that thing. Like, I heard about it, but I thought they were still in development. Like, they were still developing the console.
No, it's not a console. All it is just you get a fancy controller, and then all you need to do is just go open up Chrome and just log in.
Oh, okay. So I know about Stadia. My whole thinking behind it, like, I didn't realize it was just a cloud-based type thing. I thought they were trying to make their own console. And I'm like, when I first heard of this, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, do your console. And then, so when I heard the news that they canceled, I'm like, oh, okay, they probably realized that they can't compete with, Xbox and PlayStation. So they were like, just shut it off. I didn't realize that was a whole.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if it's a money burner in the sense that, like, according to this, it was launched on 2019, November 2019. So it's little bit more than a year and a half. They probably didn't even, like, they asked everybody there, were like, hey, do you guys have any type of games, like any beta versions, alpha versions, something that we could base on? And maybe they said we don't, and they were like, okay, it's just a money burner.
Yeah. See, I feel like it just didn't give enough time, because game development, it takes a long time. Like some, again, there are games that take well over, like Final Fantasy 15. We were talking about that took what? How long? How many years to come out to us? Sorry.
True.
Very long time.
Yeah. So I feel like Google just underestimated how long and how much effort it'll take to make a game. Amazon has been underestimating it too. Amazon's been pushing their own, like, exclusive games, but they all failed because
I tried the one. It was a weird
it had like
game.
It had like an Anthem ripoff and some other stuff.
It was still bad.
Yeah, it was just so Amazon's been trying to do the same thing, and I feel like these, like, Amazon and Google are underestimating gaming and how fickle of a crowd we are.
Yeah. It's a hard business to get into.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially, like,
maybe not. I mean, it's not a hard business to get into, but it's
hard business to get successful in.
Yeah, or if we're talking AAA games, which is what they want to do.
Yeah.
Because look at all the indie developers that make these very, I don't want to say low budget, but like very, like, compact game experiences that end up doing pretty well, like
Among Us.
Among Us. Look at that, man! Come on, like something that's simple looking game that, if we're being honest, probably the three of us, if we had the know-how, could have made it.
Yeah.
No offense to the people who actually made it, but it's just like, you know what I mean.
It's a very simple game. Yeah.
Very simple game. Yeah, it's a very simple concept.
I mean, it's also a mobile game. Mobile games are a little bit different.
Yeah, mobile piece. Yeah, again, it's very easy to run too, which is a benefit of it, since they could basically put on anything they want and people would just play it. Making it mobile and then cross-platforming was probably the best decision they ever did.
Yeah, man.
But
I know people who don't play games who play Among Us on their phones.
Kids are playing Among Us. Yeah, like all kids don't talk about Fortnite anymore. Well, I mean, some of them do, but they talk about Among Us more. It's like, and because it's easy to play now, because it's like, install it on mom and dad's phone. All right, they'll play for a little bit, and boom, done. It's unlike Fortnite, which kills the crap out of battery, or some people can't even install it because
how big the file is.
Yeah, how big the file is, or it's not on the Play Store because Fortnite's having their Epic's having a weird war against
Apple
and Google, as whatever. So,
but it also kills your wallet.
Yeah, also kills your wallet. Yes, also does.
There's no real
there's no microtransactions in Among Us.
I mean, you could buy like the little following animals thing, but
I doubt. I don't think anyone buys that except for like the streamers.
Yeah, people who actually put enough time into it.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, point is, I feel like Stadia's out the door soon, which is pretty sad because so the service is free, well, or unless you get Stadia Pro to get the pay subscription. But you also have to buy the games. So people who own games on Google Stadia, if Stadia closes down, I'm curious what happens to the games they bought.
They'll have to give them the option to download them, I guess.
Yeah, download, or at least give them like a free Steam key.
Yeah.
To like move it. That's the only thing I think of at this point.
Yeah, and I think also, like, I don't think Stadia compares much to like the Xbox Game Pass, which offers so much more.
Yeah. So
like the competition is already stiff right there.
Yeah. And plus, Game Pass is a completely different. So it's not streaming. It's just option. I mean, it's more of a here's the library. You can download whatever you want, but you have to run it on your hardware. Game Pass doesn't stream anything.
Sure about that?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, even so, like, download a game, play it, delete it.
Yeah, again, easy $10 a month. And honestly, since I have Discord Nitro, I get it for free for like 3 months.
Have you used it?
I downloaded it. I just haven't got around to doing anything with it.
I've been playing my second playthrough of Fire Emblem, so I haven't been playing on my PC as much. I want to get back to finishing up my Star Wars game, Fallen Order, and I feel like not to, I don't know, but I feel like at some point it takes place during the same time frame as The Mandalorian, so there could be a tie-in depending on how the game ends. I don't know how the game ends.
That'd be cool.
But if the protagonist survives, and there's an actor that does the character that looks exactly like the character, they could just pop right into the show.
You really could. That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, but they're connecting. I mean, Mandalorian is connecting a lot of different Star Wars universes together. Like,
yeah, man.
So I could definitely see it.
Show.
Yeah. Speaking of Mandalorian, did you ever watch it, Dave?
No.
That's what we're talking about.
I've been watching WandaVision. That's really it.
Yeah, did you watch the last episode? I know.
Speaking of WandaVision, I guess it's a good time to move on.
Yeah. Dave's trying to dodge the Mando bullet, but yeah.
I will get around to it, I promise. Hey, WandaVision, episode 5.
I did not watch it. No.
It was a longer episode, so it was longer. It was definitely if you looked at it, it was like 40-some minutes. So minus the credits, like
that's 5 minutes of credits, man.
Yeah, I mean, all of them have 5 minutes of credits, but it was a longer episode. Yeah,
it's slightly longer, yes.
It was long. It was a long episode. I liked the aspect ratio switching. It was really good. It was really interesting, especially since I have an ultra wide monitor. So it kept like full screening, then closing. It's just
Oh,
kinda,
really?
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, because you're watching it. Huh.
Yeah, because since I watch on my I watch on my ultra wide, so I was like, oh, that's really cool.
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, so the aspect ratio kept changing from. So when they were in the real the real world, quote unquote, it went, the movie ratio 21:9, but then when it switched back to the TV show world, it just shrunk back down to 16:9. It's like,
Does that?
That's pretty cool.
Or did that do that on your TV?
Probably, but I was I was engrossed. I don't know if I noticed or not.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. One of the things that was, I don't know. Alvin, you don't care about the spoilers, clearly.
No, I don't care.
So, spoilers, if you didn't watch Age of Ultron, like a 5-year-old movie, Wanda's brother died in the movie.
Oh, yeah. So Quicksilver comes back, but not the MCU Quicksilver.
Yeah.
The X-Men Quicksilver.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
You know how they had the X-Men movie that also had a Quicksilver?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So they brought him in to play her brother, and there was like a meta joke where Darcy, the girl who you figured out the whole TV thing, she's like, they recasted Pietro. Like,
I was like, bruh.
I saw the hair. I'm like, that doesn't look right. I'm like, that's not the back of her Pietro's head. Yeah. Then it flipped to the side. Like, oh. Like, oh,
that's interesting.
So
it's pretty.
The X-Men Pietro, not Pietro. Was his name even
Pietro?
Was his name
Pietro?
Pietro?
Yeah, Pietro.
Was it? I don't remember it. If that was his name, I can't recall the X-Men version of it.
Yeah, his name is Pietro Maximoff.
I like the Ultron.
Yeah, I liked him better. I mean, okay. I'm a little biased because I haven't watched all the X-Men movies, so I'm a little biased.
Same. Like I don't really care too much for the X-Men movies, except for
I should
Days
watch them.
of Future Past.
Yeah, Days of Future Past. Yeah, I should watch them, especially Logan. I still haven't seen Logan. Ugh,
I haven't seen Logan either.
Yeah, though Deadpool spoiled the ending for that one. Thanks, thanks, Ryan Reynolds.
I mean, you could have seen it coming, but anyway, yeah. So her dead brother shows up, and then like Vision is starting to figure stuff out. And he confronts her about it.
Yeah.
And
so
it's getting interesting.
They almost had a fight. Wanda and Vision almost had like a full-on superhero showdown.
Yeah, and like this episode was a little dark, man. It was a little dark.
Yeah. Oh, there's a small flashback of Wanda basically raiding a sword compound headquarters, whatever. And it was all black and white and kind of staticky via the security because they were seeing the security footage, but you can see Vision's body like broken down, picked apart. Like the head was on a table, his arms were on different tables, his head, his chest, and everything else was like detached, and they were like dissecting his body. I'm like, in my head, I was like, how did they let that happen? Like Cap, Widow, like they let a like a government agency take their friend and dissect him.
Yeah,
they're referencing a comic cover because there's a comic cover where Scarlet Witch finds like a dissected, taken apart Vision. So I understood the reference, but at the same time, it's like I don't see how Cap and anyone would let that, like any of the Avengers would let that happen to Vision.
Yeah, you'd have to explain that away pretty good.
Yeah.
Also, they had like a little moment. It's like, does she have any aliases that she goes by?
Any
names? It's like, no, nothing.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch was never never canonized.
But
I think it was a really good episode.
Yeah, it was definitely a good episode. I'm very intrigued where
I really like Monica. Like she's really growing on me.
Monica Rambeau.
Yeah. And she's they hinted so Monica is a hero in the comics. So she's Photon. Photon, and then eventually she becomes Captain Marvel at one point in her life.
Oh.
I wonder how does that is that like an alternate art or something? Like how does one become Captain Marvel? Do you need
it's a title. It's just a title. It's a title that's been passed on a few times.
Oh, okay.
Like Captain America.
Yeah. So they were in the episode. They were taking her X-rays, and her X-rays were like blown out, like they were like super overexposed, and that was like a glitch of the machine. It's like, I see what they're doing.
setting her up for superpowers.
Yeah,
probably.
setting up for superpowers. She might be the very first mutant since we have a mutant. Because Wanda was originally supposed to be a mutant.
Yeah,
Supposed to be, but because Marvel didn't have the rights to mutants yet because Fox, they made her have her powers came from Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
So this might be Monica might be our first case of like actual canon mutants in the MCU.
You sure it's not the children though? Wouldn't the children have X-Men, or would they say it's a byproduct of
a Wanda? I don't know. There's a lot of theories up in the air, so who knows what can happen?
Yeah, the children thing is iffy too.
What else was I? Would they have it like, okay, so it's just she got the power from the Mind Stone and just kind of passed the Mind Stone's power to her children?
Yeah,
or
I think his Vision also still has abilities, despite not having a Mind Stone.
Yeah, he's got latent powers.
But he can still because there are scenes where he's still phasing through things. He obviously can still fly. He can still like
scene with Norm. That was so good. Yeah.
Oh, the scene with So Vision definitely still has abilities. So my theory is, since Wanda was able to blow up the Mind Stone, I feel like she's using her abilities to make a synthetic Mind Stone. And that's how Vision's quote unquote living at the time. But he's definitely a different Vision. Like he is a more emotionally driven Vision.
Yeah.
Like in the movies, Vision never had like the anger he had in this episode.
Yeah, man.
So emotions. Yeah, and she noticed it too. She was like, I think the line was, "I've never seen you act like this way," or something like that. Like, gee Wanda, I wonder why. But yeah, they cemented Wanda as I think Wanda's the big bad of the series. Yeah, she's because at one point so they sent in a drone made of like 80s technology so that way it wouldn't get converted for her via her powers. The drone was armed. It was going to launch like a missile. So Wanda's like paused the show. She left the little dome, confronted Sword. Everybody, and basically mind controlled everyone to turn their guns on the boss of the Sword. Yeah, on the douche.
She's a badass,
yeah. No, she's a straight up badass. I did like the fact that Jimmy, he was like, he's in her corner saying like she could have took out Thanos by herself.
Yeah, they're talking about that.
I was like, how do you have footage of that? How did you guys know that?
Dang, man.
I'm like, there's definitely no video footage because the whole compound was destroyed. It was a war zone. How do you know that Wanda basically manhandled Thanos on her own?
That's actually interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it was cute. I really liked it. It just in my head, it was like, but how? How do you notice?
Captain America told him.
Maybe it could have been. Yeah, Captain America gives actually, tell you what. Never mind. I take it back. Tony's Rhodey and Pepper's armor. They have surveillance footage.
Oh, they're recording everything.
Yeah, that's right. Never mind. I take it back. Okay. I have a fairly good idea now.
They probably saw everybody's
from their perspective, but I could definitely see that.
I think the series has picked up, and when we talked about at the beginning, this definitely would have been better as a
binge. This is definitely a binge show. This is not a week by week show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's getting good now, so but like if it had this pacing at the beginning, I would be more excited week to week.
Yeah, I think more people would have been.
Yeah, so now since things are picking up, now I can't wait for next episode.
Yeah, but maybe it's a two-parter, like release 1 through 5, and then like 6 through 10 or
however they want to do it.
Yeah, but episodic for it, especially the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, but it was really weak.
I think that's part of the reason they put 1 and 2 out, because if they would have just put 1 out, they would have been dead in the water.
Yeah, that was just about to say that the first 2 episodes they launched them together, and so you could watch them simultaneously, like back and forth, not simultaneously, but one after another. But yeah, I'll probably check it out maybe next Friday.
Yeah, I think it's really good now. Like I literally can't wait to see what happens next.
How many episodes? 10 or
9?
9?
It's 9. Yeah,
this was episode 5.
5. Yeah, 5. Yeah, 4 more episodes. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm pretty excited. Like I was already on board because I like the slice of life motif they were going, but now it's like the plot finally kicked in. It's like, ooh, I can't wait.
Yeah, she's definitely the bad guy in this, and it's really weird.
Is it? I mean, it's interesting. And like they were having like, and the douchebag captain and Jimmy, they were having this like back and forth of like she's a villain, but she joined the Avengers. Yeah, she blew up a bunch of Wakandans, but not, just like a whole weird. It was like two fan bases kind of clashing. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah, definitely was fun.
But yeah, definitely worth it now. But I mean, was it worth the 5-week wait? I mean, again, I enjoyed it, but I feel like I am the minority of people who enjoyed it from the beginning.
I think you were 4 weeks because the last episode
was really good too. Yeah, 4 weeks in. 4 weeks to finally kick up. I feel like they should have just released. Yeah, it should have been half and half or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You have to wait a whole month for it to get good.
Yeah.
Again, I'm the outlier. I did enjoy it from the very beginning, but yeah. All right, anyway, so here's the topic that will interest Dr. Al. The SpaceX shuttle or that blew up, unfortunately.
Yeah, they blew up, but they're just blowing things up because they're trying to get data on it, man. You need to
I don't think they purposely crashed it. I mean, that's kind of a waste of money for the. I don't think you can explain it away as we crashed it on purpose. Why?
Well, I think
for science.
I think it like it took off, but like on the way down, like on the landing, I think it crashed or something like that.
Yeah, it's like one of the engines wouldn't start, so it just crashed and blew up. And there was a whole controversy. There's a big controversy too that the SpaceX
product having quality control issues. I would have never thought.
But basically one of the controversies here is they didn't have the okay from the government, federal, whoever you have to get the okay from to launch something like that. They didn't get the okay. They just did it.
You're saying that the government made it so that engine could not load up.
No.
He's calling it conspiracy.
No, I'm not conspiracy. No, just saying. I'm like, so SpaceX launched a fairly dangerous rocket shuttle, whatever the hell it was, without government okay, and look what happened. It blew up. I am rooting for SpaceX. I'm sorry, God, sorry.
As a devil's advocate, how different is it from just launching a plane?
A lot. The fuel source for one.
Well, if you're your own private company and you bought the fuel, why would you care whether or not I'm burning fuel? Like,
was it safe? Was anyone in danger?
It depends. Again, they did have a faulty engine. So worst case scenario, it goes up, loses control, flies into a civilian area. Engine dies, crashes, millions dead.
Done out in the middle of nowhere, so it would have to really veer off track for something to happen like that. So like
remember these are these are built to break the Earth's atmosphere, which is a lot of engine power to do. So just any like type of miscalculation, it veers instead of going straight up, it veers off. That's all that horsepower in some other direction.
I mean, like even all the other engines that they're launching, but for the most part, they do these in like pretty secluded areas, like out in like Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, where like there's nothing for miles.
No one's hurt, but I thought it was just a little reckless for them to like not get the okay, and it looks bad because they didn't get the okay and it blew up.
Oh,
it looks bad.
That's why they're getting grief.
Yeah, it looks bad. If it was a successful launch, I mean, I still think it's still kind of in the gray area, but it was a successful launch. At least, okay, maybe they know what they're doing. But now it looks like they don't know what they're doing, and the government's saying, "What the hell?"
They're testing out their launches, dude. But this is pretty cool. I would love for that to happen because there's this new movie on Netflix called The Space.
Wait! You love for what to happen? Hold on.
For them to be able to be successful.
Oh yeah, no. I'm rooting for success. Like, again, like I want us to get to Mars. Definitely. I am all for the goal. I just wish I don't know. I feel like they're trying to take shortcuts or like undermine safety.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like I feel like if you're in an area where like
Well, does it cost money for them to get the okay to launch the space shuttle?
I don't know that actually. I think I think it was like they were inspected, and then whoever inspected it said this is not okay, and it's not okay to launch. And lo and behold, it was not okay to launch.
I don't know. I don't know the details.
I told you so.
Basically, the government said, "We told you so," but you still did it.
I feel like personally, I don't know. And Elon Musk is like, he's currently. There was an article I read. He's being investigated by the SEC because his company, the SpaceX, does not hire enough non-U.S. citizens. So I'm like, well, he's
okay. Is it okay? That's kind of stupid.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, you're investigating his company because he's not hiring American citizens? Like, seriously? Like,
he's not hiring enough American citizens, or because he's only hiring American citizens?
Because he's No, I'm sorry. Because he's hiring only American citizens. Like, not enough non-American citizens. Sorry.
Why would you? Why is that a requirement? Like, the SpaceX is based in the United States, right?
One of the guys that came in there, I guess he was here on a work visa or whatever situation was, and he asked the people when you get interviewed, "Are you a U.S. citizen? Or can I see your passport?" Or whatever the question was, or are you I mean, that's a common question any job asks you. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yeah,
yes or no?
hey, that's on the application.
Yeah. So anyway, he said no, and the person or something, I don't know the full logistics of the story, but anyways, like story short, like is that the SEC is investigating SpaceX because they're saying that the company is hiring too many American citizens.
That's so stupid. That's genuinely stupid. What?
It's the thing. It's like, okay, yes, I'm hiring American citizen. What do you want me to hire? Non-Americans? If you come in there and I'm working with illegal, like I have illegal immigrants, then you're gonna sue me for hiring illegals. You know what I mean?
That just feels.
They don't have to be illegal. They could just be residents.
But what if they just didn't apply, or what? This is so
getting discriminated against for not being citizens.
Yeah, I mean,
both sides, man.
Yeah, no, I think it's generally stupid. It's just whoever they want to hire. Like, okay, like my donut shop hires only Cambodians. What are we gonna get? We're gonna get sued for only hiring Cambodians?
If a white guy applies and you say no, then maybe
we actually did have a white worker once.
Obviously, then you're in the clear.
Which is like, my family shop. Minus the one white person we hired. Our entire workforce is straight Cambodian. Why? Because we are a family-owned business, and my parents prefer to speak Cambodian.
Same thing of like what I hear, like companies, people talk about like Twitter or like Facebook or like Google or like, you know, the new thing that currently or the new conspiracy out there is that they're censoring everybody. And the argument is that, well, they're a private company. They could do whatever they want. So if they feel
I agree with that. I do agree.
If you feel like you're breaking their laws, then you whatever. I mean, if you feel like they're breaking your guidelines, then you could ban them or whatever you want to do because you're a private company. Same thing for SpaceX. SpaceX is a private company. If they want to hire only Americans, why can't they not hire only Americans?
I agree with that. Yeah, I completely agree with that. It's like hire who you want to hire.
Man, it's iffy. It's just not that cut and dry.
It's not like you're discriminating on race or anything like that, or you're discriminating against minorities. You're just.
I mean, is also. But we don't know what their exact hiring process is at all.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
100%. If 100 people apply and 25 are citizens, 75 are not citizens, and none of the non-citizens don't get hired, isn't there a case of discrimination there?
It depends on the credentials. So there might be a difference in credentials. So maybe the 25 that did get was it? If they're equal, yeah, if they're all equal, if they're equal by skill, then yes, there's definitely. There's a case to be made.
What the concern is that you don't want to trade secrets to be, you are dealing with like so SpaceX is one of the companies that are the first ones to be able to use reusable rockets. So if you kind of keep the fan base tight, or you keep only American citizens because you're afraid of like.
Yes, because you can't get an American citizen to spill.
Yeah, I would say.
Come on now.
You can, but I'm saying, what if one of your things is like, you don't want outside people to come in and like, Not saying that people can't be bribed. Not saying that if I work for SpaceX, someone comes to me and be like, "Hey, I'll give you $1 million if you tell me how they use reuse." I'm like, you know what, $1 million.
Yeah, so, I don't think that's a legitimate excuse either, to be honest.
Well, did I sign an NDA? Is it going to cost me more than $1 million to find it?
Hey, I'll think about it.
Again, so there's a lot that we don't know about. Again, we don't know about the credentials they all have. Again, they were equal, but again, both sides were equal, and yeah, they just definitely just did not hire any like non-citizens. And okay, there's probably a case to be made.
Right, like I said, you'd have to just wait for the report, see what the investigations that goes from there. Other than that, it's more or less baseless assumptions.
Yeah, I think it's baseless.
I found that super funny. I'm like,
I think it's hilarious. Again, I'm agreeing with you. It's like you should be able to hire who you want to hire.
America, man. America was founded on lawsuits. Like
it really is.
Like, what's the one thing Americans are known for, bro? Is suing people.
Speaking of like, also what another interesting article I read is that the kind of contradicting like America's path of like how they're well, I mean, what everybody teaches their own, but you're embracing more of like the transgender and all this, you know, the LGBTQ, whatever the community is. I'm sorry if I don't know that.
We're like a bunch of angry emails today.
I'm sorry if I don't know the actual term. I apologize. But anyway, so an article I read is that China wants their man to be more masculine. So they're actually encouraging them to like do more manly stuff. And America is not. They're doing the opposites.
Wait. What's considered manly in China? Wait.
I don't know, but the article, let me pull it up or let me share it or something. I saw it on this guy's channel. He's talking about how like the Chinese government wants their men to be more
manly. I mean, but then see, funny thing is like in Asian culture, like the attractive men are the men who are or mainly like the pop stars who are very much the opposite of manly in America.
Feminine, for lack of
the baseline, the reason why I mentioned this because they were talking about like the testosterone level in the United States of men has been significantly dropped, and they like so, and that which got me actually curious because now I'm gonna go and see how my testosterone levels are because I want them to be at the peak. So. And then there was actually a group of guys called the Try Guys that actually wanted to see who was more attractive. So they got their testosterone levels.
Pretty sure.
And they were saying,
I mean, the article. Sure, what's the Asian guy's name? I'm pretty sure he won it.
So it was like their levels were such like really dangerously low. Like some of them said that like their levels were on par with like a pubescent teenager or something.
Pubescent?
Yeah, I was like.
Well, there's a lot of different factors to that as well. It could be the food we eat. It could be the food we eat. It could be even the water. Like diet. Our diet and our weight. You know, like how active we are. It changes a lot on our like hormone levels. Like even just working out. If you work out like on a regular basis. Sorry. What's up? Sorry.
Now that Alvin's talking about it, I'm curious myself.
If you work out regularly, your testosterone levels will go up. So if you don't work out, period, then your testosterone levels are going to be low.
Yeah, well, the article was also claiming that it could be because, like you said, it could be because due to the fact that you're not getting a lot of exercise, or you're also not. It could be because of the plastic bottles. There might be something in the plastics that have like plastics, or I guess have estrogen in there or something like that. So like because of that, it's
That's a reach.
That's a reach. I mean,
the pesticides. They called it the plasticides or something like that.
What the heck is this?
Expansion and when you leave a water bottle outside and it freezes up, it cools down. Or something.
Go ahead and Google. Is there estrogen in plastic bottles?
Oh my god, I can't.
On top of like the food, lack of energy, lack of.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of factors here.
Oh, I'm actually going to schedule an appointment to get my testosterone level.
I'm okay. I'm fairly confident in myself.
So. Yeah, you know what? According to Google, BPA is a weak synthetic estrogen. So
I'm right.
Yeah,
he's
right.
Okay. Keyword there, weak.
Exactly, but think on it. How many?
But if you go through a lot of water bottles,
Yeah, think about it. How many?
I drink from a filter. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, not you, but I'm talking about in general. Like, think about how many water bottles someone goes through. I have 3-4 cases.
You've seen me, man.
Yeah, I have like 3-4 cases just in my my basement. So every time I go and grab one and drink, so I'm one of those statistics that drinks water bottles. So.
Oh my god, this is great. We should we all get tested just making a podcast thing?
Yeah, I'll get tested.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Someone send me how to do this and how much money I'm spending for this.
You don't need to spend anything.
Really? It's free?
It's blood work. Like if you have insurance, just get blood work and say, hey, listen, tell your doc, like, yo, listen, I want my testosterone levels checked. And they'll be like, okay, that's all you need to do. It's simply a blood work thing.
All right. God damn it.
Call your doctor, be like, hey, I want to get tested for, do my blood work this year. And
I found the title for our podcast. Get your testosterone levels checked.
So anyways, but it's a real thing, man.
Orders estrogen in the water.
There's a real thing out there. The people's men's sperm count has decreased. Their testosterone levels have gone down. A lot of things have occurred. And that article, then that person, because they were talking about this, it's kind of like another podcast. They were talking about this, and then they brought up the subject of like the Chinese government making their their men's citizen or
male
citizen, sorry, more masculine and stuff like that. So.
Interesting. God dang it.
Yeah, so it's an interesting topic. Look out there.
Oh,
or the more knowledge you have, it's actually a pretty cool thing.
Interesting, very interesting. All right, the
scarier the world gets, man.
Do you want to talk about Robin Hood, or that's that's just being a dead horse at this point?
It's a dead horse.
Yeah, dead horse.
Okay, all right.
I'll just tell Robin Hood that I'm leaving soon.
Yeah, I'm leaving too. I'm just waiting for stocks to go, the price to go back up a little bit, so I can just sell my stuff and be done with my life.
Yeah.
All right. Manga. I know we're at the hour mark, so we'll kind of try to squeeze this out as quick as we can.
All right, let's start with the easier ones. My Hero and Dr. Stone.
So Dr. Stone, I kind of don't want to read it anymore. I lost motivation.
Yeah, I've actually feel the same way.
To be honest, like this chapter, like they built that fortress and they didn't tell us a time limit. Like how long did it take to build this thing? Because it is a pretty extravagant thing, and their workforce isn't exactly large.
Nope. And remember how long it took them to make their ship, the Perseus?
Yeah.
It took a while. So
yeah. So I'm like, so how is Stanley not caught up to you at this point?
Stanley is going around South America.
Yeah.
They cut through it. So
just like
the timeline, and then he'll conveniently show up next chapter. I bet.
Yeah, the timeline is just all out of whack for me. I'm not invested anymore. I think I'm gonna drop this from my read list, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you too. I unfortunately.
Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun in the beginning. It just
yeah, I got you guys into this. Sorry, the interest died, but I also lost interest myself. I kind of like every time I click on it, it's like I don't know.
It's always my I read a bunch of different things in Shonen Jump. I think I read like 6 different series, and I always leave Dr. Stone for last because I just don't care.
It's not even like a joy. It's just more like I gotta read this for the podcast.
Yeah, so I think we'll drop Dr. Stone for
yeah. We'll find a third one to fill it.
Maybe I recommend a couple of them.
Maybe read Jujutsu Kaisen, guys.
Oh, damn it!
No, I don't know about
that. Please watch the anime. Give it like the first 3 episodes.
I was thinking of doing that Hitman off label.
Oh, I really like that one. I actually really enjoy it. The fight that's coming up is I'm pretty hyped about.
What's it called again?
Let me look for it one more time. Yeah. So, God damn it, where is that? Now I'm cursing. No, where did it go? Why don't I see it?
ITLC
mission. Oh, there it is. Mission. So Mission Yozakura family. It's on chapter 69. Came out today. Nice. But yeah, again, I'm really enjoying it. It's fun. It's fun. The family, they have like really quirky abilities. But I think it's really fun. I enjoy it.
Okay. So
Kaiju number 8 too. If you guys haven't read that yet.
Kaiju number 8. Yeah, you did say that.
This year has been more about anime than
it's been both. I'm reading. Well, I've always been reading a lot of manga, but like I'm reading a lot more Shonen Jump stuff now, as well as all the anime. So it's a good time for me.
I almost never watch anime, so nothing has changed for me.
Yeah, so yeah, Kaiju number 8 again, really really good. So right now, and I do like you like Kura family as of right now.
Yeah, maybe we'll drop Dr. Stone and pick one of them as a review topic.
Yeah.
Because honestly, it's becoming a drag for me.
Just like I lost the motivation. Like I didn't. It's sad too. Like we've been at it for like how many chapters now?
Like 150.
Something like that. Yeah. So it's just kind of makes me a little sad.
It's just further proof that keeping the manga running for so long is not an easy task.
It is not.
Shout out to like One Piece, Naruto did it. My Hero's doing it.
Yeah, my hero's just balling it out right now.
Yeah.
Speaking of my hero, this week's chapter, got me in the feels a little bit.
Yeah, it was pretty kind of like a depressing type of chapter. You know, you had the heroes struggling out there, people losing faith in them.
Yeah.
Starting to like defend their own territory.
Yeah, defending themselves now. Yeah.
But and causing a lot of damage.
Yeah, because they're not they're not trained, they're not professionals. So it's the equivalent of people buying their own guns and murder and just going at it.
Yeah, it's and then it was a depressing type of chapter, to lose faith. Yeah. But maybe it ended in a positive note at the end, I guess, in a sense that Endeavor and his family got together.
Yeah.
His wife came back and kind of like a reunion, even though they have to talk about their son who's killing people.
Yeah,
that family's
all
up in the head.
I am so happy. Like the fact Shoto came out, like he came out as good as he did, despite him getting probably the worst end of it all.
He almost did it, man. If you remember how he was like right before,
but he still wanted to be a hero. In the end, he still wanted to be a hero. He did,
but his attitude was nothing like it was now. It was very much like
like his father.
Like his brother.
Like his brother.
Like that.
Yeah, but not. He wasn't trying to murder people. Thankfully,
it was vicious.
Yeah. The scene that hit me the hardest. The statue of All Might with the sign "I am not here."
Yeah, man.
That hurt me a lot. It's like wow. That says so much. Like that one panel just says a lot about society. Oh, and Stain's back now, by the way, which is cool.
What's back?
Stain,
yeah.
That Stain's back. Hey.
That statue was very Superman-esque.
Yeah, it's a very super. Yeah, because that was because that statue is the statue of him after beating after his final fight with against All for One.
Yeah, it was like I said, all around depressing chapter. We'll see. Maybe they haven't touched back on like the rest of the children. I don't know if this is.
I need to see fun with Deku, man.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like kind of like what you guys mentioned last time in the podcast when it's due for like a
time skip.
I don't know if they're gonna time skip.
I think so. A lot of it because like we have heroes retired, like the number 9 hero retired.
People were talking smack on him. I'm like, bro.
I mean, like he's old. Like he's old, and you guys technically hate heroes now. Like even Wash, poor Wash.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Man.
Yeah, poor Wash. Wash got like a freaking frying pan that's thrown at him. Poor guy. And he, in the end of the day, was like, let's go heal. Let's go disinfect those wounds. So let's go do my job.
Wash is the hero we need in 2021.
Yeah.
Well, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, man. If they ever need a symbol piece, it's now. Unfortunately.
But the best One Piece though.
One Piece. Oh my god, One Piece.
And there's no break next week.
And no break. All right. Oh my god, it's just so many good things, dude. What? Big Mom's reaction to Kaido getting like knocked out. I was like, it gave me hope. I was like, can Luffy do this? Can he 1v1 Kaido? And then this theme came out of his mouth. Like, oh, never mind.
He ran out.
I feel like that didn't last as long as it should have.
No,
I feel like his Gear 4th lasted longer against Katakuri.
Maybe. Oh, I feel like
it was just a quick flurry of punches.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I do think the Kong Gatling move will use a lot more hockey than usual. because remember he's using it in a more advanced hockey, and he's using it per punch now.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, he used a lot more hockey than usual here.
Rio,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, it's advanced. It's advanced armament hockey.
Advanced armor.
Yeah.
Psychic hockey.
Yeah. So yeah, but we had our fight. The fight continued on. I love the Dragon Twister show off, like showdown.
Zoro, bro, I'm telling you, he's gonna end up being the star of the fight.
I hope. I don't want him to steal the thunder from Luffy. Again, I love Zoro. I do.
Zoro hasn't had a moment post time skip.
I mean, he caught Pika. He cut Pika. That was really that
wasn't a big deal.
I think it was a big enough deal.
So bad.
I think it was a big enough deal. No. Like no one was gonna take out Pika except for Zoro at that point. Nobody. No one could take down something that freaking big.
Well, it seems like nobody's gonna take down Kaido except for Zoro.
He cut him.
Luffy.
Luffy did knock him
down.
Yeah,
Luffy's knocking the crap out of him. And Zoro actually got a cut.
Yeah, well, Luffy was knocking him, in theory, knock him out, but he doesn't seem like he did any damage from, he's now in his hybrid form.
Yeah, hybrid. I mean, I think a combination of Zoro and Luffy alone is what made him switch to his hybrid form.
Yeah.
You what this showed? Just showed that Zoro is a cut above everybody else. 100%. Then just Luffy.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you have Luffy, and then you have
Luffy, Zoro,
and then everybody down here.
Yeah, right. That's what it feels like.
Are we talking about the Straw Hats or like?
No. It's just the five here. Five the supernova. It's Luffy up here because he just he kicked the crap out of Kaido. Just gear 4.
He impressed Kid.
Yeah, Zoro's kind of a weird glass cannon. Like if he misses the big blow, he is exhausted. But if he hits hard.
Yeah.
And then Kid and then Kid, Killer, Law, they're all just like somewhere down there.
They haven't shined yet. I wonder if they will, like down the line.
Yeah, just like
the way Oda's telling the story, as in the rise of the new generation, they have to.
Yeah, they definitely have to. Like Zoro has to be the new Rayleigh, and Luffy has to be the new Roger. What's up?
I wonder if at the end where they mentioned the Go board, I wonder as the battle progresses and like as Luffy's team members take down the other leaders, I wonder if the white, how they can go, you have black and white. I wonder if the white pieces will become more and more like in the.
I think this is a one episode just metaphor, bro.
Yeah, it's just a metaphor. It is a metaphor for thing, but I understand what you're saying.
I was gonna say I don't know if they're gonna flash back to them and then kind of see the board expand and like get better and better.
I mean, if anything, if it does flash back, it'd probably be like more black pieces will disappear. White.
But not really flashback, but like because they're live, they're there right now. But I'm just curious, like if Oda would do that, like.
Speaking of that part in the chapter, there was a woman off to the right that looked like Robin.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's Oda. It's the Oda syndrome.
That's what I'm saying, but it looks like Robin.
It's Oda who can't draw women. He can't draw pretty. Okay, wait, I'm gonna take it back. He can't draw pretty women because they all look alike. Like even the ones even the women that are like staring at the door frame. If you just remove the hair and like the lips makeup, they all look like Robin.
Yeah, but the one on the right really looks like Robin.
I mean, Robin's. Well, it can't be Robin, obviously, because Robin's in the battlefield. Yeah, I mean,
Robin can make clones.
Oh, that's true. You know what? Watch it be Robin. Watch it be kind of hilarious. I mean, wouldn't CP0 know Robin by face? He's not exactly hiding her face here.
They all look alike.
Yeah. Anyway, seeing CP0 is pretty interesting. Like, we haven't seen them in like actual combat, so I'm curious where they scale here.
I just hope like they don't have to like fight the Straw Hats after all that because they're gonna be like,
oh jeez, they'll be exhausted. They still have to deal with Big Mom and her pirates.
Yeah.
It's a reduced Big Mom pirates. Plus, didn't they get knocked off the river like a third?
Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, the only one up is Sparrow. Yeah. Sparrows. Yeah, Sparrows. Prediction wise, I'm pretty sure. So the Straw Hats will take out all the Topiropo, because they were hyping up the Topiropo here as, you know, if they were at the Topiropos were left to their own, they would take out like 100 soldiers easily on their own.
Yeah.
So I would assume in order for the Straw Hats and the Samurais and the Minks to survive this, the Topiropos need to be taken out. And who's going to take them out? The Straw Hats.
Yeah, there's nobody else.
Yeah, somebody. I mean, well, there's Beppo. Beppo made a cameo.
Oh man, but it's basically the Straw Hats, Marco.
Yeah,
Marco versus
He's taking King and Queen by himself. Marco's a beast.
Marco is a beast. But yeah, it's just Marco. Oh, and Drake.
Yeah, Drake. Yeah,
Marco, Drake, and then the rest of the Straw Hats.
And
a bunch of no-name pirates.
The fact that Sanji's not up there with Zoro and Luffy says so much about Sanji's power right now. It's so sad.
Yeah.
It feels bad for Sanji, man. He can't catch a break. The monster
ultimate
trio is not a monster trio anymore, man.
They're all ultimately gonna end up on the roof.
I don't know. That's I don't think any of the other Straw Hats are, like, outside of Jinbei and Sanji. I don't think the rest of them are ready to take on Yongo's, or at least like help out. I don't think they're ready.
Also, honorary member Yamato is gonna be up there.
Yeah, I can see Yamato being up there. Beppo should be up there. Like, how does Kid has his first mate? Luffy has his first mate. Why is Law by himself?
I don't think Law's
Beppo could transform.
Huh?
He could transform because they're under a full moon.
Oh yeah, Beppo's a mink.
He's a mink.
Oh yeah, why isn't he not up there?
I don't know, but I don't know if like Law's crewmate are like on par with everybody else. Honestly, that could be a reason why.
I think Beppo's a Sanji level character.
I think
which says a lot of how I feel about Sanji.
No, Beppo's an Usopp.
No, Beppo's not an Usopp character.
Beppo's an Usopp character.
No, no, he's not going to. I mean, look, okay, look, I love Usopp. I love my man Usopp, but I don't. If they were put into a fight, I think Beppo will win.
No, Usopp.
Give Beppo a full moon. He'll definitely win.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see if that.
Actually, we get to see the hybrid form. And
I'm taking a look at the hybrid form now. So if you look at his face, you actually can see his mouth and eyes in the shadow. So he actually looks like a typical handsome man, like silhouette right now. So I don't know what markings he'll have, or he'll probably have like a bunch of scales on his face. But like, yeah, I definitely see his eyes, mouth, and like the basic like structure of his face.
Watch him not even be introduced next chapter. Watch you go to like a battle between Sanji.
So bad.
Sanji and Black Widow. It'll probably be like Sanji versus Black Widow.
Maria, yeah.
Whatever the hell it's called.
Oh my God, Sanji. I want justice for Sanji. But it doesn't feel like it anymore. It's really sad.
So yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So I think that's does it for this week.
Yeah, I think that's it for this week's episode of Don't Shut Podcast. Want to close it out?
Yeah. I've been your host, Jorge, with Mr. N and Pending Dr. Al. You can find us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Podbean feeds, Google Podcasts, and Spotify at the Donut Shop Podcast. You can email us your question, comments, concerns, or why making taxation theft again is important at ogdonutshop@gmail.com. Any lasting comments, guys?
Thank you as always for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this as much as we do.
And we'll see you next week.
See you next week. Hope you guys like my hat. Peace out.
Fingers crossed for next week. We have a weird schedule.
Wait. It is Valentine's next week, so.
Well, are you busy?
I'm a married man. What do you think?
Oh, shit.
I don't got any.
We'll work something out.
We'll figure something out.
Might be a duel or something between me and Mr. N.
Yeah, Valentine's better not cancel D&D.
What is it? You guys are going to do your version of the Galentine's Day?
Oh, my God. All right, everyone, have a good night.
All right, bye, everybody.